All right, boys, we are here with Bowman Chrome number 5, 3 HTA, 3 hobby boxes. Let me get the link shared and we'll get rolling. Like I said, sorry for the late start. Joseph would not go back to sleep after some fireworks woke him up. Like, literally, every time I tried to leave the house, he just, like... I mean, I would say he was, like, screaming for me. It's just, like, he wouldn't go to sleep, and then I laid down with him. He'd fall asleep. I'd get up, and then he'd realize I wasn't there, like, 5 minutes afterwards, where I couldn't even have enough time to leave the house. Whew. So, yeah, man, I was going to say, I appreciate everyone sticking with me, though. We're going to have some good breaks tonight. I'm excited for Stellar Crowns released today for Pokemon. Obviously, Bowman Chrome came out on Wednesday. The Motif Football came out. Hopefully, we can fill some Motif Football. I was going to say, the boxes are obviously very expensive. I'm running it at a very low price compared to probably you'll see at some other places. It is definitely, Motif is going to be a high-end product for Topps football. I'm sure basketball they're going to come out with Motif too. It's going to be one of their higher end products. So if you see it and if you don't like it after one box, then obviously you don't like it. But that is going to definitely be one of their higher end products. I think they're obviously testing the market with it. CJ Stroud's obviously a monster. Anthony Richardson is also a very good quarterback. It seems, at least athleticism wise. I think Bryce Young personally will be fine. I think his offensive line is turd sandwich, and that's problematic. For Facebook, oh, that's not gonna. The link's not gonna work because oh no, the link still worked. All right, let's get rolling. If anybody collects Pokemon and doesn't understand how the Pokemon breaks work or want to just collect Pokemon in general and need sealed boxes, by all means, please let me know. I was going to say, I could probably give you a better price. I could definitely give you a better price than, like, Poke Center or whatever else. Maybe better than your LCS, depending on how they price things. Let's get rolling here. Obviously, we have my man, Big Cal. I said, hopefully everybody's having a good night. Cowrican Jr. here, Project 2020. Been bloated a card. Give him a nice rub on all 6 of the boxes. Billy, I got your cards too, buddy. I think I pulled out the 2 Rangers hits from last night. The yellow, which I can't remember the guy's name, and then obviously the big boy, the big Chase Polino. I keep calling him Polino. I know that's not his first name. That's his first name, right? Not his last name. But I pulled those both out for grading. So wait a second. I was gonna say Dan didn't have any auto. Oh, you meant like you didn't hit anything, Billy. I see what you're saying. Sorry, buddy. That's tough. That is tough. Hopefully, it gives you something consolation-wise. If it was a 5-case pick your team, if it was a pick your player, then I guess that's kind of is what it is. If it was a pick your team, you should be. If you skunk five cases without an autograph in Bowman Chrome. I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying, Billy, but I disagree with your opinion. If somebody is a regular person in your breaks and they are constantly skunking and you're not giving them, even if it's not something crazy, like whenever you were really struggling, I gave you some of those like Brooks Lee PSA, like nothing crazy, but like I know it's going to go in your PC. I know you collect the Twins. Like it cost me the paper cards. Oh, okay. I was gonna say. I'm not saying he doesn't. I was just saying in general, like it is for anybody. I'm using when I talk about that. I'm not like banging on Dan or whoever you're breaking with. In general, like this is for people because obviously this page is public, the YouTube's public. If you're breaking with somebody and you're in their breaks constantly and they're not taking care of you, like you need to go find a fucking new breaker. That's all I gotta say. We have Mike Trout. We have Shota Imanaga. We have DeFreeze and J-Ram will obviously run the left-right random at the end of this. Every random was right earlier, so it has to be left's time to shine. We have Lynn, Colt Emerson, Henry Davis. We have Wyatt Langford, Max Clark for the Tigers on the purple. I mean, there is definitely some O's in here. Like in the product. Max Clark for the Tigers. That's going to go to Adam. We have De La Paz, Wilson, Canzone, Mauricio, Abdias De La Cruz going to the Diamondbacks. 139 out of 250 on the purple. Nice hit. Obviously not his first. He had his first last year. Huh. Bye, Mike. See ya. I heard Real Breaks is looking for more people. No, I have way more people than I do. We have Fernando Cruz, Baez, Rodriguez, Basebe. We're going to have Joseph and Celestin, Martha, Radney, Casas, Rojas, Victor Scott II, Juan Flores Arias. We're going to have Gunnar Henderson, Jordan Lawler, James Wood on the blue, 142 out of 150 to the Nationals. And that's going to go to Brian Thomas. We're going to have Familia and Joshua Lugo. There's the Lawler on. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I don't get none of that from Russell Wilson this year. I don't think Russell Wilson will get to start a game this year. I think Justin Fields starts off 3 or 4-0, and I don't think they're going to be able to go back. We have Marco Luciano, Brian Wu. We have Montez and Vaquero, Ferreras, Luciano, Butler, Jung-Hoo Lee, Nolan Chiano on the Aqua Ray Wave, 13 out of 199. Because unless the Steelers magically just drop a goose egg, Bo Nix didn't do well last week. He's going to do even worse this coming week. We have Celestin, Lorenzo, Cowser, Paris. We're going to have Chrome Rookie Autograph Green Parallel Marco Luciano going to the Giants and Timothy Marchant. So because I think T.J. Watt's about to welcome that old ass to the. I could be completely wrong on this. I don't think there's any Pearl Packs in Bowman Chrome. Like I said, I could be incorrect if somebody has pulled some, but normally those are reserved for Bowman and Bowman Draft. We have Teal, Dunn, Ramirez, and CES. We're going to have Guanapa and Padermo, Arias, Feliz, Rodriguez, Lewis, Barry, Adolfo Sanchez, Valorio, Schneider, Leiter, and Parker Meadows on the 113 out of 299 on the Fuchsia. We have Martinez and Vladdy Guerrero. Let's get into an HTA. Pokemon will be after this, and we'll run the other 3 and 3 after that. And if we can get the 6x6 or the half case finished up, which I think it has like 4 teams left, we'll break that last. I'll break the football tonight, too. I just don't think the football is going to get the push it needs. I'm probably going to have to run a mini or two to get rid of the quarterback teams, but that's okay. I'll run the same type of minis with a hobby box of whatever it is. We got Frammy De Leon. I was going to say, man, I was so high on Frammy whenever he was in Triple E. For the Red Sox, going to Rob Gervin. What was I going to say? Oh, same thing with like a composite hobby box and then some teams or whatever. Giovanni Rodriguez for the Mets. So the mini will be a little expensive, but you can also hit some good things. Yeah, Prep, the Pearl Pack is super rare because the cards out of it are like out of 10. We have Giovanni Rodriguez, if there is any. I never pulled a Pearl Pack out of Chrome, so they added them this year, then they added them. We have Giovanni Rodriguez for the Mets. That's going to go to Brian Lovelace, and then Braylon Morrell, 31 out of 250. I guess he signed some of his cards and not all of his cards? Because I could have swore he's a redemption yesterday. It's good to know he knows how to sign. I wonder if his cards got damaged and they're like, we're not sending these motherfuckers out. Let's do it as a redemption. Nice hit, though, to the Rangers and Sean. By the way, all these 3x3s will be out of the same case, just so you guys know. They just will be... it happened before. There was it Andrew Painter? Where he signed like some base, but he didn't sign any of his color, or the other way around. Like, he signed his refractors, like half of them were damaged, there was no base. I mean, it's not nice to pick on guys from third world countries, bro. Rude. Just... My man not even have running water where he's at in the Dominican Republic, and this guy's like, you don't know how to fucking sign his name. What a prick. We have Otani, Pereira, Gutierrez, and Alvarez, Perez, Fernandez, AJ Smith-Sauver, Fernando Tatis Jr. on his first Bowman. We have Colt Keith, 92 out of 99. Tigers just collecting the rookie parallels. It's going for the whole roster. Colt Keith, Eduardo Beltre, Nunez, Abreu, Westberg, Brady, Serkownik. On the speckle going to the Tigers and Adam. Tigers having a sneaky good break here. We have De Los Santos, Blas, Frelick, Meadows, Cassie and Black, Ford, Gonzalez, Paul Skeens, Lindor, Marcy, Vargas, Ben Rice, Mason Wynn, Josh Jung, Adam Serwinowski. I've been working on my names everything since Tony called me out on the sports card nonsense page for not being able to pronounce names. We have Wilkin and Teodo. He didn't actually. I mean, he did, but not intentionally. Yeah, the rookie autos are always hard to get, Sean. I know they're not general consensus. I personally prefer the Bowman Chrome rookie autographs over their Topps Chrome. I know Topps Chrome sells for more, but like when I was collecting Gavin Lux, I have a good amount of his Bowman Chrome autographs compared to his Topps Chrome. Well, it's not even a price thing. I just like the design better from 2020 Topps Chrome compared to or 2020 Bowman Chrome compared to 2020 Topps Chrome. We have Austin Wells, Merrill. We have Churio and Salas, Uwasawa, Thomas, Altuve, Sheehan. We have It Came to the League, Jose Perdermo, Provar, Perdermo, PCA, Mark Corcho. Going to the Dodgers. Put it up over here. We have Eddie Rodriguez for the Pirates, 452 out of 499. I have Valor and Rivas. We have Lawler, Devers, Laura, Quiero, Guanapa, Medina, Canario, Rutschman, Rincones Jr., Basalo, Davis, Arrays, Alvarez, Imanaga, Cruz, and Nishida. And that's going to be the second hobby box. The second HTA here. One of my favorite guys for the Dodgers. I know some people have him as a sleeper. I think he's just a second tier guy. I've been talking about him a lot even during Leaf. Thyron Lorenzo for the Dodgers. That's going to go to Billy. Quarter case HTA autograph. Yofran Castillo HTA choice. Going to the Rangers. And Sean. And then we have Samuel Gill, mini diamonds for the Tigers. 1 out of 100. So go to Adam. Like I said, man, the Tigers having a really, really nice break. Theron. I think he's from... Oh no, he's from the Dominican Republic. Yeah, man, I don't know. Last year he had a 962 OPS, which is bonkers. Also, those Garbage Pail Kids must be super rare because they said they were going to be a case hit, but they're definitely less than a case hit because we haven't seen one yet. We have Bryant. We have Celestin and Joseph. Tyler Soderstrom on the 450 out of 499 going to the Athletics. That's going to go to Brandon Kelly. We have Provar, Perdermo, Judge, Chisholm Jr., Riley Green, Valor, Rivas Garcia, Thomas, Andres Valor going to the Marlins, and that's going to go to Michael Skornick. We have Guanapa and Medina. We have Kyle Harrison, Goldschmidt, Robert Jr., Garcia, Basalo, Davis, Gonzalez. Kevin Alcantara, Ozzy Albies on the Aqua Ray Wave, 69 out of 199 for the Braves. We have Cruz, Nishida, Otani, Pereira, Pablo Guerrero. Part of that Vladimir Guerrero Sr. lineage. On Shimmer going to the Rangers. We have Castillo and Palma. So it looks like we're definitely moving into the new shop, assuming they're not going to bend me over sideways to do some construction, because the guy said he's not going to. So my two biggest fears was that they were A, going to take forever in construction and charge me rent while taking forever in construction. You know, like, we can easily get 3 months of rent out of this guy. But also, they're not going to give me the first rent free while I move in there. So that takes a lot of my burden away, because that was my biggest fear, was that, like, the shop itself wouldn't be open. Oh, well, still have to figure out the lease and see how much the floor is and shit. But it'll make my life a lot easier, because at the very least I won't have to share a break area with Rodney anymore, man. Nah, I don't really. It doesn't bother me. But in general, it'll make it a lot easier for everybody. Willer Abreu, AJ Smith, Savra, Ellie De La Cruz, and Junior Caminero DeFreeze. Ricardo, Sal Frelick. Parker Meadows, Celestin, Serwinowski. Rincon, Lindor. We have another Lorenzo. Cannot complain about dupes. Were you in here last night whenever the other Mike said that? So people don't know. If you guys ever see Mike Klein, that's essentially Dylan's father-in-law. It's not officially, but he dates. Dylan is dating Mike's stepdaughter. We have Paul Skeens here. Nice hit for the Buccos, going to Joe Ort. On the fuchsia. Can't complain about the dupe because one's from Hobby, the other one's from HTA, Brian. So it's not actually a dupe in the same case. We have Lombard Jr., Blake Mitchell, Jung, Paul Skeens, Vaquero, and Montez, Tiet, Hence, Merrill, Wynn, Victor Scott, Guerrero, Arias, Altuve, Sheehan, Wells, Salas, and Colson Montgomery. That's what I meant by you can't complain about the dupe, because it's not a dupe in the same case. It's just in the same break because we're mixing HTA and Hobby. Anybody wants to see the new Pokemon set or just curious? Ha! In fairness, the Dodgers do have a gigantic. The Dodgers and the Rangers have the two biggest checklists besides the Mets in the box. So it's not like it's the same, other than the freaking Cardinals last night, man. Oh boy. Here's a surprisingly big hit for the Reds. He got a little lazy on his signature, but the Taiwanese dual threat going to the Reds and Chuck Shang-A Lin. Prep, were you watching the break here? Because that was in here whenever we had it in it. We had the freeze in the same pack. For the Padres, we have Jacob Marcy, 25 out of 150. Or did you see it somewhere else too? Oh, that was you're what? Prep, you're William Warfield. My fucking bad, dude. I wasn't putting one and one together. We have Jacob Marcy on the Padres for Michael Skornick. I was like, why is there like a college scout guy watching the breaks? Caleb Durbin on the Speckle. Going to the Yankees. And Josh Lacombe. Oh, you guys are too ruthless to each other. All right, let's go do a quick recap of the hits. That is the break. Overall, pretty solid for a 6-boxer. I was going to say some of my preferred hits like Lorenzo. I'm still high on Marco Luciano, even though I know that Brian Thomas is just giving up on all guys. We're going to have Jordan Lawler. We have Pablo Guerrero on the Shimmer. We have Albies on the Aqua, Ray Wave, Soderstrom on the Refractor, and Managa on the insert. Serwinowski on the Purple Shimmer. Sir Kaunik on the Speckle. Jacob Marcy on the Arizona Fall League for the Padres. Samuel Gill on the Mini Diamonds. Colt Keith on the green. Parker Meadows on the Fuchsia. We're going to have James Wood on the blue. We have Durbin on the Speckle. Paul Skeens on the Fuchsia. Lynn for the Reds. We have Corcho for the Dodgers. Max Clark on the Purple. Shiano on the Aqua Ray Wave. Lorenzo ×2 on the base autographs. We have Andres Valor. We have Braylon Morrell on the Purple. Giovanni Rodriguez. De Leon. Eddie Rodriguez on the Refractor. Marco Luciano on the green. Yelfran Castillo on the HTA choice, and Abdias De La Cruz on the Purple. Yeah, but isn't he still like 21 years old? 22 years old? Also, we know damn well the Giants do not let anybody develop. They're like, oh, you're in the pros for a week and you batted .600, back down to the minors you go. I mean, that's what they were doing with, what's his name earlier in the year? Yeah, but he signed with, what is he, signed at 12? I'm going to look now. Yes, I've seen him play, Brian. I was going to say. I guess he's a little bit older than I thought. He's just turned 23. And I think he's actually been signed for like 6 years, because I think you guys signed him when he was 17, because I remember him being like a big signing bonus. Yeah, I think he's been in the organization for like 7 years. I thought he was in the organization for like 5 years and he was still like that 21, 22. William, if you go on the company page, I don't put him in the group anymore. I put him on the Charm City Collectibles business page because Facebook wants you to put in like a stream key to put in the private groups. This fucking guy. I feel bad too because there's a couple guys that like remind me a lot of Wander Franco. When it comes to talent level, like switch hitter, good pop, shortstop. But then you can't compare them to Wander Franco. And there's not another switch hitting like young prospect shortstop from the Dominican Republic. But either way, guys, I appreciate y'all. We'll be back here for the Pokemon sleeved booster case in, I don't know, like 10 minutes tops. See you guys back here in a second for that, and then we'll be back to Bowman Chrome. I mean, Tyler Fitzgerald has been pretty fucking good this year, Brian. I mean, did you see that coming? Because I sure the fuck didn't have Tyler Fitzgerald being a home run hitting machine. But the 1, 3, and 3 did. I think the 6 and 6 hasn't quite filled yet. Let me see. I think the 6 and 6 has a few left, but the other 3 and 3 did. So the 6 and 6 has 4 teams left. I mean, but we'll talk about it more in the Pokemon break if you want to come hang out, Brian. We can talk about baseball some, because the Pokemon break's going to be a lot of you complaining about repeats. So the Pokemon break's going to have repeats, but repeats are a good thing because the collection's only so big if you get the good hits. But I'll see you guys in a little bit, whether you want to come back and watch Pokemon and bullshit or want to do Bowman Chrome for the 3 and 3 field.